The application bar and the application frame, although not entirely new to Illustrator CS6, is a welcome addition to the program in recent versions. The application frame allows you to control the background appearance of Illustrator, and the application bar contains some helpful options when working with external files and multiple documents in Illustrator CS6. So I'm beginning this video with the violin.ai file already open on my computer. And one of the things that is a fairly recent addition to Illustrator is the application frame. Now, this is going to be somewhat specific to the Mac operating system because on a Windows operating system, this is the general appearance that you see all the time. But they've added this as an option for the Mac version, and if you go up to the Window menu and choose Application Frame, you'll notice a couple of things have happened. One is that the main document window is now free-floating and cannot dock or tab to the interface at this point. Now, if I move this out of the way, you'll also notice that I see the desktop of my computer in the background. I'll actually click on it just so you can see that this is the main desktop of my computer. And with the application frame off, I can see through the Illustrator interface to the desktop in the background. Now, I think this is why it's a preference, because some people like this behavior and other people find it somewhat distracting. So if I click on the document window to make Illustrator active again, I can turn on the application frame by choosing Window, Application Frame, and now the documents tab to the interface. So that's one of the nice things that we have when working inside of Illustrator. Now, the other thing that we have is the application bar at the top here, which is always on provided that the application frame is on as well. Let me show you what I mean. If I go to Window and turn off the application frame, I now have the ability to turn off the application bar as well. You'll notice that that strip across the top has now disappeared. However, if I turn on the application frame again, the application bar automatically comes with it. So just keep that in mind. Now, in addition, what we could do is in the application bar, we've got some nice features that we can quickly access. So for example, this is the Go to Bridge button. So if I click on that icon, it's going to open up the Adobe Bridge on my computer, which is a separate application that makes it really easy to navigate and view files on my computer. So for example, I have my exercise files folder on my desktop. I'm just going to go ahead and open that. And then I'm going to open up the 03 Exploring folder, and you can see that here are the files that are inside of here. The bridge is really nice because I can use this slider to change the size of the thumbnails and get a really good idea of what my artwork looks like. And this will preview not only Illustrator files, but also Photoshop and InDesign and so on and so forth. So I already have the violin file open. I'm going to hold down the Command key on Mac or the Control key on Windows, and I'm going to select the boy, bus, car, and girl images as well. Now if I double click on any one of these, it's going to now open all of them inside of Illustrator. As you can see, each document now appears in its own tabbed window. So if I click on the tab, you'll notice that I can see each one of these images within the tab. To make it a little bit easier, what I'll do is when I click on each tab, I'll press Command-0 on Mac or Control-0 on Windows to just center and fit each one to my document window. Now, the other thing that the application bar provides to us is the Arrange Documents button. This is really only useful if you have multiple documents open. So if you click on this button, you'll notice that we have several options to choose from. So for example, I have the Tile All in Grid option, and that will then change all of the windows available inside of Illustrator and allow me to see each one in its own compact window. Again, you'll have to click in each one of these and just do a Command-0 or Control-0 so you can see each one of these efficiently, but it's a quick way to be able to just see what we're working with. You have other tiling options as well. We can choose this option, which is a 4-up layout. We can choose this option, which is a 4-up horizontal grid view. And you'll notice we have several options available. So I'm just going to go back to the Consolidate All option, and now each one of these is appearing in its own window. Last but not least, all the way over here on the right side of my computer, we have the Workspace button, which contains different workspace configurations that allows me to rearrange and reconfigure my panels inside of Illustrator. As you can see, these two components of the Illustrator interface can improve the ease by which you work with multiple documents and gives you a bit of control when it comes to customizing how Illustrator appears when you're working with documents.